What's up, y'all? How are y'all doing? If y'all are new to the channel, I do lifestyle rearrangement content. The topic of today's video is your paradise is your decision. Your happy place, peace, or success are based off of the decisions you make. God tells us in the Bible to not speak evil into ourselves or others. It is also essential for us to keep pushing for greatness. So here's the overall moral of this message. Do not use the power of your tongue for evil, and use most of your time to work towards success. God constantly tells us in the Bible not to speak evil into ourselves or others. Why should we not speak evil into ourselves or others? Because our tongue is a very important amenity of just our body in general. Your tongue has a lot of power. It's like manifestation. If I'll use my experience as an example. In the month of July, I said to God, this is kind of personal, I guess, but I said to God, God, it would be nice if me and my family were able to go to IHOP, you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter, it was whatever time, but it was because we did it before, but we haven't did it in a while. And on August 1st, we ended up going to IHOP. And the two choices were either IHOP or Applebee's. It wasn't an event for myself, but it was an event for my uncle. And, at first I just told him, I was like, you pick, where you want to go, because it's not my event. And he ended up picking IHOP. And at first I didn't remember what I said, but then I thought about it and I was like, I asked God about this not too long ago, and it happened. And if I didn't remember what I said, then to me it probably would have just been like, oh yeah, we went to IHOP. That's why your memory your memory is also very important, because I could have just been like, oh yeah, we went to IHOP, it was a good time, but I remember what I said not too long ago, and that just shows overall just the power of your tongue and how powerful it is, whether it is for good or evil. So instead of trying to cast evil onto people, instead why not speak good onto people? Because if your tongue is strong as God says it is, it'll be much better for you to use it for good than for bad. So your decisions that you make, the decisions that you make are very important, because one thing that is very important in your life is, if you're working towards success, really just anything, is to make the right decision. So for example, right, let's just say I came from work, cause I'll just use my life as an example, right? Yesterday, on Tuesday, I came from work. I was tired, I was hot, sweating, it was very humid outside, and it was hot. And, at first I was just going to go home, but I thought about it. I was like, what? I said, I'm going to do a video, because I'm like, I haven't did a video in a while, and, I set this thing where I'm like, I set up this thing in my life where, well, I'll get to that, right? But I was tired. That's the moral of it. It's just I was tired. But I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm not letting the fact that I'm tired get to me. He said, because you never know what could happen to you. You never know when your life could change, anything. So I was like, you know what? I was like, yeah, you never know when your life can change anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this video. I had my notebook ready. You know what I'm saying? So I wrote it. No. Actually, I didn't have to write a script. I had a pre-written script from a while ago that I had left out for a little bit, because I wasn't really, on the type of time and recording videos and all that. I was focusing on my business and just getting my life together and stuff like that. So I wasn't really focused. So I had a pre-written script. So I just explained it, after I read it, and I made the video. Point of that is, my decision, the decision that I made to continue to keep pushing instead of letting the fact that I was tired hold me back, benefited me. people think that a result has to do with you getting what you desire because you did something. No. A result is the aftermath of your actions. So if I decided, okay, well, I'm just gonna go home because I'm tired, then there would have been a possibility that I could have missed out on an opportunity. Who knows what that opportunity could have found a new client, a supporter, somebody that needed help. And while that didn't happen, there could have been a situation where it could have happened. So you just do things anyway because it's about the decisions you make in life. Because you never know who may need your help. You never know. My dad said this. He said, I might have heard it somewhere else before, but basically, to sum it up, he said that if you have a solution to a problem, then there's a problem. So if God puts something in your mind, okay, there is a solution to this problem, and you will be the solution to the specific problem. In my case, it's finance, health, and relationships, right? Meaning your relationship with God and stuff like that, right? That's a problem. There's a problem that has been going on regarding finance, and I've realized that people have had trouble, making money or finding ideas to make money, and people are having health issues that could be cured if they just had somebody that can push them, you know what I'm saying, to do what they needed to do. And I've also noticed that people have had issues with keeping their relationship with God pure. And some of those things, I could say it this way, some of those things come with a lot of self-development, meaning that I have to develop myself, my character, in order for me to be able to, speak to this person and give you some advice. So it's as simple as being tired and doing certain things anyway. Being tired doesn't matter when you got somewhere that you need to go or somewhere that you want to go. When you have a purpose in life, you got to keep pushing. You got to keep going where you need to go in order to get that thing done. And it doesn't matter how many tries it takes. You just keep going to the point where you become obsessed, yes, but where it becomes like a routine for you. So it's not like a situation where, oh my God, I gotta do this again. No, it's a routine for you. So you continue to do something, it becomes a routine after a while. So back to the tired topic. When I got, some free time on my time, like I said, some of this stuff is personal, but when I got some free time, I was able to basically renew and restore definitions, right? So, one of them, because it's on the topic, was tired. Here's the thing. Anybody can be tired. As long as you're living and breathing, you are tired. If you are one of the people in this world who are the most lazy people in the world, or you could just have somebody who's just one of the most lazy people you can meet, they are tired. As long as you're living and breathing, you'll be somewhat tired in some capacity. So it doesn't matter. So that is no longer an excuse. So, and that's the realization I made. So instead of me going home because I was tired, I was like, no, I recreated a definition or renewed the definition for not just me to tell other people to follow, but to follow myself. So I got in there and I recorded a video. There was also a situation today where it was very hot outside, sweating and all of that. And, I was going to do a video outside, right? But God opened a door for me to be able to do it inside. So I was like, okay, no problem, right? Sometimes it's not necessarily about how you do something. It's about if you get it done. That's what we have to realize as a people. Sometimes we're worried about so much about how we're doing something instead of just getting the thing done. If you just get the thing done, you won't have to worry about how or all of that stuff if you just get it done. So just get it done. That's all you gotta do. Just get that thing done. You don't have to go, sometimes location is important, but sometimes you just gotta get it done. The more excuses you make, the farther you are from your success. It's as simple as that, because the day you decided, I'm too tired, I'm gonna take a break, could have been the same day that you could have got to a certain point in your career, or you could have reached a certain point of success. So being tired, like I said, is no longer on the bargain anymore. You have a time of the night. You have the morning and night. Usually morning and afternoon are for like, okay, we're up and we're working, and then when the night comes around, then you go to sleep. Like I said, I'm not saying that, I said this one time, I'm not saying naps don't help, because naps have helped me, to grow, physically, so like height-wise. So I can't really, I'm not despising naps, but what I'm saying is that you have a time at the end of the day to go to sleep. You have a time at the end of the day to go to sleep. It's not like you don't have time at the end of the day to go to sleep. No, you have a time of the day where you can go to sleep, specifically for going to sleep. So use the time in the morning and the afternoon to work, and then when the night comes around, go to sleep. Steve Harvey said this: you can't necessarily sleep for all 8 hours, because you wake up at 11 o'clock, the stock market has already been open for 2 hours, meaning that people have been making money for 2 hours already. You can't be asleep for 8 hours. So while I technically agree that 8 hours is, getting 8 hours of sleep is essential to just, your everyday energy, or however you want to call it, just being energetic. I've literally had times where I've had an alarm for getting up and for going to sleep. Slept for all 8 hours, probably a bit more, and I was still tired. The amount of time you sleep has nothing to do with whether or not you're tired. It's mostly it really is what time you go to sleep, not how long you sleep. Sometimes it's what time you go to sleep. You don't gotta sleep for all 8 hours. If I'm being totally honest with you, you don't have to sleep for all 8 hours. I went to sleep for 8 hours, sometimes 9, and I've still been tired. You don't have to go to sleep for all 8 hours. You're gonna be tired anyway. As long as you use some type of energy within your body, as long as you're breathing air, you're gonna be tired. So that's no longer an excuse. So keep pushing, keep working, and keep making those good decisions. Keep making those godly decisions. Keep making those decisions to keep going. Keep making those decisions to keep pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, you will never know if the day you decided to quit is the day you could have reached that threshold, that goal, that part of your success that was like, yes, I got it. You never know. If you decided, okay, I'm just laid back on this specific day, you never know what can happen. So I usually do my videos outside, so I'm no longer, if I have to do something regarding a video, I'm no longer staying inside when it's raining. Unless it's like flood rain, like it's bad rain, to the point where I'm like, there's a possibility where I might need to stay inside, then cool. Then I'll do work from inside. Other than that, I'm going outside and I'm doing my videos. Because I have to. I gotta get them done. No more excuses. The more excuses you make, the farther back you push yourself. the more you push yourself backward. So just keep flowing, keep pushing forward. And the more you do that, the easier it'll be for you to get where you need to go. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So make smart decisions. Make the decisions that are crucial to your success. And do the things that are crucial to your success. Because you can think about doing something and talk about doing something all day, but what are you really doing? So do the thing that you need to do in order to get where you need to get. And then, after you do that, you're right there. Like, the more and more you push, the further you get. So make smart decisions and watch what you say and what comes out of your mouth. Whether it's speaking to other people, speaking about other people, or speaking about yourself. Watch the words you use, even cursing. I'm working on that myself. Watch the words you use. Don't use your mouth to curse yourself, your life, or anybody else's life. Work very hard to maintain a godly vocabulary. If people are like, being a certain way towards you, keep speaking good towards them. Speak good. The evil that they toss to you, replace it with kindness. Because kindness is the best medicine for corruption or evil. So just kindness. I don't like your shirt. I love your shirt. And the more you do it, it's like the decisions you make. It becomes a pattern. Where do you think all that cursing comes from? When you do something over and over and over and over and over and over, eventually it becomes a pattern. So instead of doing that with the bad stuff, do that with the good stuff. And keep pushing forward. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep making the godly decisions. Do not use your mouth to curse yourself or others. Use it to uplift yourself and others. Use it to bless kindness onto others. May God bless you. Say that a lot more. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. May God bless you. Say that a lot more. Be more comfortable with speaking good onto your life and others' lives. And you will see how much your life will change or make a transition from how it was before till now. So make godly decisions that are crucial to your success, and watch your tongue, because speaking evil on people is not going to get you anywhere. God tells us not to speak evil. So whether or not it was a thing where it's like, it's not a debate, he told you don't speak evil upon people and yourself. So don't do that. Speak good, speak kindness onto people. And you'll see how God will reward your love. And don't fake it. Like, do it. So like, it's like repetition. Somebody says something bad about you, God bless you. May God bless you. And carry on about your day. And make decisions that are crucial. I know I keep repeating it, but make decisions that are crucial to your success. Not let the fact that you're tired take you off of your pivot. Keep going. You're almost there. You ain't too far off. A year ain't that long in time. We're already in the 8th month of 2026. There's 4 months of this month left. Of this year. There's 4 months of this year left. Make every second count. Make every day count. Make every word that comes out of your mouth count. and use your words wisely. And do not just use your words to talk about what you're going to do, because God says in the Bible that mere talk is of the poor man. Basically saying this, it sums up to this: mere talk is of the poor man, while the person who takes the action is the rich man. I don't say Bible verses exactly how they are in the Bible, just in case I'm wrong, because I don't want anybody coming at me. But yes, mere talk will not get you anywhere. The poor men speak merely. Poor men speak merely. The poor, sorry, not to exclude female, but the poor speak merely. The poor speak merely. The people that really get to it, they get to it. They don't talk all day. They don't, the thoughts come, the ideas come, but right after that idea, they're writing something, they're doing something that causes action or a reaction to the idea. It's as simple as that. So watch how you speak about yourself and other people, and make decisions that are crucial to your success. I'll see you guys in another video.